Well, hello everybody. It is Saturday, December 13th, 2025, and it is time for a weigh-in update. So hang on, let's see what happened on the scale. So welcome back to my channel, everybody. I hadn't done a weigh-in update for a while, so I just wanted to let you know where I'm at. This week overall was pretty good. Not perfect, and I'm hoping to get back to some more perfection, but right now I am shooting for progress. For the most part, I stayed on plan. There were days that I did not, and it was by choice that I did not, but I kind of have been looking at making a more concerted effort to investigate things that are going to enhance my recovery from this cancer. And of course, I'm meeting with a surgeon on Monday, so I don't know much more than what I told you the other day. I haven't been feeling the best the last few days. I've noticed I've been more tired, and I have a little bit more pain than what I've been experiencing in the past. I'm thinking this all is going to pass. I'm still convinced that this is very small and very early, and it has a very good cure rate. So just a minor setback. In the meantime, I'm doing everything that I can in my power to help, like I said, recovery and cure. So right now for me, that is just really getting back on the Weight Watchers program for the health benefits and also for the weight loss, because any type of weight loss is going to just help my recovery period, or shorten it, I should say. So I did weigh in last week. I don't think I did an update last week because my weight's just kind of been all over the place. It's going up, but this week it went down. So I'm hoping to stop that upward motion on my weight loss, which is one of the reasons I decided I just really need to get back to this, because I'm going to be way up to my beginning weight here pretty soon if I don't watch out anyway. So let me show you what happened on the scale this week. Okay, well, I will definitely take that 1.5 pound loss. It's a start. Things that I did this week that helped that is that, first of all, I made a big pot of my cabbage soup, which I'm finishing up today. I am not going to be making another pot of that because I am hitting the road on Tuesday. So next weekend's weigh-in will be interesting, since I'm going to be traveling for about 4 days. And actually, I don't know if I'll be able to weigh in next Saturday or not, but we'll see where I am in the travel plans. Right now, my plan is to be back in West Yellowstone by Saturday. Of course, that's all dependent on the weather and everything. But so things I did was I was eating that cabbage soup, which, it's not so much what I would call a weight loss soup as it is a filler, which, because it has 0 calories or 0 points in it. Not 0 calories, but 0 points. And, eating that or opting to eat that instead of, other things that aren't as point friendly. I backed off on my snacking again. I'm trying to get back to not eating after 7 o'clock again. Well, it was 7 o'clock before. So I'm thinking that if I can make a commitment not to eat anything after 7 o'clock. That being said, I don't want to overdo it before 7 o'clock. So I did better with that this week. There were still nights that I ate after that. And, you know, it's not that I'm super hungry and I really do need to pay more attention to my hunger cues. It's not that I'm super hungry then. It's just I think I'm bored and I'm eating out of boredom. Or, you know, my brain is trying to convince myself that I am hungry when I'm really not. So one of my goals this week is just to really listen to those hunger cues. And if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. Within reason. You know, there are days when I get up at 8 o'clock and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't eaten anything and I'm still not hungry. That's both good and bad. You know, if you're doing intermittent fasting, I guess that's good. But when you want to finish your eating window at 7 o'clock, you know, that means you have to cram a whole lot of things. Also, because of my condition, it's hard for me to eat big meals. Yesterday, I went out to lunch with my son and his wife and my little grandson. And we went to a restaurant I hadn't been to in a long, long time. It's called Sidelines. And it's bar food, you know. So I got the least destructive thing I could think of on this, other than a salad, because I can't eat a lot of salads right now. So I got some chicken balls. They call them fowl balls there. Well, this serving was huge. Of course, I ate maybe less than half of it, and I couldn't eat any more just because I can't eat big meals anymore. And I also got some fries, so the real thin fries, and I couldn't eat much of that either. So I've determined after yesterday that, well, you know, I can't eat a lot, so I'm not spending the money going out to eat. You know, I'll just do what I have at home, you know, do with what I have. But I did eat out yesterday, and I'll tell you what, I left the restaurant to drive back down here to Wapakoneta from Toledo, and I had to stop at the very first rest stop I saw. I wasn't going to make it home, you know. So it's that type of thing that I'm dealing with. I don't have a big window of opportunity, which maybe going home, you're going back to West Yellowstone, hope, you know, I won't be eating a lot on the road just because of that, you know, because when I have to find a restroom, I have to find it like right now. And it's just not the number one I'm worried about. Nothing stays in me for long anymore. It's just like, no, you don't need to know about that. It's one of the issues that I'm dealing with. So anyway, I ate out yesterday, and so I forget my train of thought here. Anyway, I have a small window of opportunity before I have to go to the bathroom. I can't eat large meals because it makes me gives me too much pain. If I can get away with eating several smaller meals, and it doesn't hurt as much. So that's kind of my goal this week. One of my goals is that, and to stop eating by 7 o'clock, not be putting anything in my stomach after that, other than maybe a cup of tea. And so that's it. The other thing that kind of helped me with that 1.5 weight loss this week was that I have been making more of an effort to track every single thing. I didn't this past week. I didn't track everything. I tracked most things. So to me, that was an improvement, and that's progress. So I told you before, I wasn't looking for perfection. I'm just looking for progress right now. So I'm kind of have the attitude that, yeah, I'm back at Weight Watchers. I'm not going to meetings. I can't afford the meeting thing. I'm just staying with my online thing. And I pop in every now and again to some of the workshops online. But that's about it. The big thing is tracking, weighing and measuring, which I have never stopped doing. Even if I was overeating something, I knew what I was overeating on. But anyway, and stopping at 7 o'clock. We'll see what happens next week. Like I said, I'm going to be traveling. I'm heading out Tuesday morning. And actually, earlier, before I started making this video, I was kind of looking at where my stops were going to be. And of course, this is all dependent on the weather. I'm just, pray for me that the weather cooperates. And once I get on the road, I can keep going without having to stop for snow or ice. So, all right. That's it. 1.5 pounds this week. Let's hope for I can do another 1.5 next week. And it's making a dent. Every small step makes a little bit more of a dent. So, Christmas this year, I'm not planning on a big, huge meal. My daughter's coming to West Yellowstone for Christmas. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. I might be working part of that day. I haven't seen the schedule yet, but I know I'm on the schedule starting the 22nd. So I'm assuming I'm working all week. Anyhow, that's it. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.